Hey guys, welcome to David vs. Film. I am David, yo soy David, and tonight I'm going head to head with the final episode of Series 5 of Taskmaster. A big hey, hi, and hello to all of you, but to returning viewers, and especially returning subscribers, what's up? A season finale of Taskmaster is one of those rare times in life that is both depressing and exhilarating at the same time. I look forward to these, and yet I dread them because it means it's the end. But it also means we get to find out who is the big winner of the season, and we also get to see those final tasks that have been previewed in the intros that we haven't seen yet. And this one I'm hoping is going to, well, I'm not hoping, it's got to be the music one that I keep seeing that I think a lot of you have alluded to is one of your favorites. So I cannot wait for that, but really I cannot wait for all the moments that are to come. I will tell you, just sort of a disclosure type thing, I'm watching this live with some folks over on Patreon. That's why I have things looking a little different on the desk. Hope it doesn't distract too much, but for those of you who might be interested in things like that, we do that from time to time. This season has kind of run the gamut over several holidays. You've noticed probably there's been everything from Halloween to Christmas in the background just because of how it fell and trying to like schedule it amongst holiday movies and things like that. So thank you, by the way, for your patience of keeping up with the season, how long it's kind of stretched out in that regard. But we are watching this live on Patreon, and we do those kind of things, like I said, from time to time. If you'd like to join us, I would love that. This will be a highlights-only edit. I have to do that, obviously, for copyright. But if you would like to see the full unedited version, you can find that over on Patreon, patreon.com/David vs. Film. We also have access to our Discord server over there where we talk about these episodes and everything else on the channel, polls to help me figure out other movies and shows to watch, plus much more. So please check that out if you would like. Kindly subscribe. Be sure to check the notification bell if you do. If you like these videos, I certainly would appreciate a like. That is free to you and it helps me out. And last but not least, if we're not friends on Instagram, let's be friends. I'll leave a link to my Instagram down below. Plus, be sure to leave those amazing comments like you guys always do. It's how I get to know you better and learn more about the show. So thanks in advance for those. But for now, boys and girls, let us grab our hymnals, turn to page 2017, and watch the series finale of Taskmaster. I'm gonna miss this group. I know I say it every time, but I really am. Taskmaster. Their waters so delicious. All right.
All good things must come to an end, but good things also come to those that wait. Your Taskmaster Series 5 finalists are Aisling Bea, Bob, Hudson, Nish Kumar, and Sally Phillips.
And Sally. Oh my God, man. What a great group.
It's Alex Horne.
Little Alex Horne.
78% of the air is now nitrogen.
Always has been.
Has it? Okay. Well.
I would have known.
So what's the prize category for this big old final?
The most awkward item for somebody else to take home.
Mark Watson.
I've brought in what I can only describe as a bathroom. Bathroom suite.
A whole
Well, yeah.
bathroom? Oh my God. Yeah, that would... Yeah. That's going to be hard to beat.
I feel this is pretty awkward to get home because obviously, I mean, I know him, in fact, because it's a hell of a hassle to get it here.
I hope this isn't insulting. I find it hard to believe you could even pick up a piece of cheese.
I love that he goes along with it. Mark's such a good sport.
I bought a I Love Katie Hopkins hat.
So you also brought in the T-shirt. We can see.
Oh, man.
I've bought 14 kilograms of curry.
Oh, Jesus. But you could also pour that into something, but you didn't bring anything to pour anything into, so.
Aisling?
I'm going to force one of you guys to bring home a giant cardboard cutout of me.
Thumbs up.
That's a giant...
I wouldn't think that would be awkward to take that out.
Not at all. I'd carry that proudly.
We can swap scissors if you want. Mine are £36 on Amazon.
$34.97
Oh,
with
they've
free.
gone down £3.
Sally Phillips.
Loads of helium balloons. And if you're a bloke, that'd be awkward and embarrassing to get home. If you're a girl, they'll lift you off into the sky and you'll go off to Paradise Falls.
That's good. I got to go with the bathroom suite, honestly.
Bob's T-shirt in last place.
1 point.
I'm putting Aisling's in second to last place. You just pop some balloons, put Sally in there. Nish, I'd gobble that bad boy down and slink out of here. So the winner, I mean, it's Mark Watson.
Hey, Marky Mark. Good for you, buddy.
So at this point, I can tell you what the series scores are.
I was just about to say, okay, I'm about to see if Bob had won that one. I'd be like, oh, yeah, it says for sure. But now he lost that one, so.
124.
Wow. So here we go. We're off to the races. The coconuts, the whole theme of season 5, right?
Get this coconut as far from here as possible.
You may not touch the ground.
You may not step on anything more than once.
The coconut may not travel by car.
Ah. Yeah, they got smart with the car, right? Everybody taking the car, calling a taxi.
You're only allowed to step on one thing once. Stepping on this carpet, that's fine, I can move around it. But once I'm off it,
Sweet butt.
Simple, Simple and complicated. I like it.
I'm looking for a ream of paper.
We're going to have to go out that back door. Jump.
So you're now off the rug. You can't go back on the rug.
Oh, my God.
Piss and shit.
Already, right? Poor Nish.
Go.
This is like the floor is lava. If y'all ever played that game when you were a kid, you can't step on the ground. The ground is lava.
I'm down, fucked down. There it is.
It's natural
Just like a little bear poo.
She's taking off her pants in episode 1. She's taking off her pants in the finale. That's my girl. Gotta do what you gotta do to win, right?
1, 2, 3.
I like the on-screen markings to help me watch and find things now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. That's perfect. That is perfect for him.
You said, oh no, I fucked it. I think I'm quoting there.
We were quite relieved when you missed the busy road, though, with the coconut.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
It was on a hill. Came back to me.
The old bowl it up a hill mistake.
This is Mark Watson's attempt.
I tell you what, Ariel, let's go for a whirl. Get a bit higher up. Okay. Yep.
Oh, okay. Mark might be bringing his A game this episode. He might pull an upset. If I heard the scores properly earlier, he's up there. Oh.
You might not have actually touched the ground. We could just check the...
Oh.
Yeah, he did.
It's like Potato Gate, kind of.
The end was impressive.
All of it was impressive, apart from the bit where I destroyed my life.
You may touch the ground, Alex. Take this coconut to the
Here we
post
go.
office and post it to my friend in Fiji.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
You're good demanding payment, are you? Could draw all over your arse.
I'll just take the coconut.
Yeah?
My God, it's like Roisin all over again. Just using him like her assistant. I love it.
And the great thing about this is it requires such little effort from myself.
Brilliant.
There's a list of restricted items. Fruits, crops, rice, mushrooms and coconuts. Nish, obviously, in exactly the same place. Then the river there,
Yeah.
and then 1.1 miles away in East Sheen. 5 points to Sally.
Yeah. Sally's, that was just brilliant. I got to give her, obviously, on that one. Yeah.
Okay, another task, please, Alex.
Little warning, this one is quite graphic.
What's the haps?
I don't know what you mean.
What's the haps?
I'm sorry, but I've dropped the task. Not on purpose. It fell on the floor, and then some of my loose change fell on it. Sweep it slowly and low. No, I meant the text.
Create the best graph. You have 20 minutes. Your time starts now.
Oh, this is a funny episode so far.
Reiterate what the task was.
The task was create the best graph.
Okay.
That's all it was.
This isn't a London-centric show. You can say graph. Say graph?
Graph.
Say graph.
Graph. Y'all know how to be in Texas, right? Graph.
You can't rush genius.
Hurry up.
The biggest urinators are the Scottish. That's because their water's so delicious.
Oh, there we go. Their water's so delicious. Bob is genuinely witty, right? Such a great storyteller.
Because the graph is meant to represent all the people that have ever lived and all the time there's ever been.
Can I ask what units we're talking about?
Units of piss.
Yeah.
Beach ball? Oh.
Well, there goes that.
really pleased with my graph.
Oh my God. He is so goofy.
This is what is represented on the graph.
Hilarious. Oh my God. That's actually pretty good.
Here's Mark Watson's graph.
So this is a graph of how people have voted, which party they've voted for, but across the whole of time and the whole of humanity ever.
Ambitious.
A graph that shows the pointlessness of democracy.
That would have been a good title too, The Pointlessness of Democracy.
If people are watching Taskmaster, they realise that already.
Would you like to look at Sally's omnipurpose jaws of doom? The y-axis says sex, the x-axis says time, and she's represented want and get with the lines.
God. I mean, I gotta say I'm partial to that one just because, one, her, two, because it's just hilarious.
You know, the time for graphs has probably stopped, and we should all huddle together and see what we're going to do about it.
Oh my God.
Aisling, exactly. Oh my God.
Aisling Bea's graph.
This is my graph to show how many women have been on Taskmaster versus men. The women are a mess. Just a head and a hand there, which is all you really need if you're a woman.
She's so good. See, that's why I love her, whereas Catherine would kind of bug me a little bit, because Aisling gets her points across, but in a funny and sort of engaging way. Catherine's fine too, but Aisling's just amazing. I love her so much.
So actually,
Do you know what's the worst thing about this? Two men are going to explain to me, and rightly so. My maths
See,
are
she just...
shit.
Oh my God.
who's next?
It's Bob's. On the y-axis, units of urine, and on the x, it's the counties
That's
of
hilarious.
Britain.
I was looking into purchasing gallons of piss because I was in dispute with the Woolwich Ferry man. I thought, fuck it, I'll fill his boat with piss.
Oh my God.
Where do I need to go?
I'd have to give this one to Bob because it's just so creative, and his commitment to the story / joke is unrivaled.
This is going to surprise you. I'm going to put Bob's piss graph in second place. I come from near Birmingham, and I pissed like a big old whale.
That is true.
The sheer simplicity of his chubby fun graph, Nish Kumar wins this
I get
round.
that. Honestly, that was going to be the one I was going to choose, but I figured you guys would completely roast me and say I don't get the point of Taskmaster. I'm a terrible viewer, so I didn't say it. But that's kind of the one I was low-key hoping for. But Bob's was just so involved, I figured that would just be made for a winner.
We've got a very quick task now for not all of you.
Make the most fish puns. Most fish puns wins. You have 1 minute. Your time starts now.
Oh, that's pressure.
Stop carping on. Can't do this. Can you make lots of fish puns? I doubt it very much. Send in the clownfish. That's not really a pun. Yeah.
She's pretty good.
She was up against me. I don't want to cup on about it, but I'm worried that they might be... It's a lovely place, though, isn't it? And he used a tuna baked beans.
Oh, it's a retrospective of this season.
Oh, I've already got a haddock.
Just.
How do you feel?
That is
Feel
genius.
a
He's
little
been
bit
doing this the
tense.
whole season.
Fine. Drop the task. Not on purpose, but I've dropped...
I heard the porpoise, but I figured I just wasn't understanding the pronunciation very well.
Did you ever notice?
I just thought you were bad at speaking.
I thought I was bad at hearing. Herring.
Last location task of the series, then.
Hello.
You?
Hello.
Who's this woman?
I'll take the task.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, right.
Do we...
It's so funny how awkward they are when there's people in there.
Do we strike you?
Write and perform a song about this woman.
Oh.
So wins.
It's like Mayor Pete from what was it, the second season? You know that you can trust him.
Who's your favourite band of all time, music-wise?
Good idea.
Oh, like Mozart.
Well, have you stolen much in your life?
At 10, I used to do a little bit of sort of sweetie shoplifting with my best friend. I also play the cello.
What's your favourite film?
Oh, Hangover 1 and 2.
Oh, Hangover. That's slated to be watched this year, hopefully, on the channel.
Would you like to be able to fly?
No.
Wow. That's some good questions.
Do we strike you? What is your favourite meat? Would you like to be able to fly?
But what a great song that's going to be, right?
For the first time ever is Mark and Nish's Song for a Stranger.
I love them as a team. They're so good.
Great Britain.
Hello.
Hello, Great Britain. Hello.
I am Jack Brown, and this is my wife's sister, Mark. This is called I'm Always Seeing You, open brackets, do cool stuff, close brackets.
Close brackets. Okay, so this is the clip from the intro then I've been waiting for.
I saw you translate a poem from Japanese. It looked so tricky, but you did it with ease. I'm always seeing you do cool stuff.
It's actually pretty good.
I saw you listening to the Mozart Symphony, but my attention span is, hey, look at that tree.
Oh my, this is really good. Like, I'm gonna actually listen to this again.
I'm always seeing you do cool stuff. I try my best,
Mark.
but it's never good enough.
That is so good. Oh, that's so good. That is awesome. Good job, guys. That is amazing. Okay, now I'm not convinced Papa's gonna win anymore. That's amazing.
I think you may have just shaken off the whole Heron thing. First time in an entire series where I've got nothing negative to say to you. Congratulations on your brilliant song.
Yes, that's amazing. That was a high point, I gotta say. That's probably my favorite moment standalone so far of the season.
Now we're going to hear Aisling, Bob and Sally's. This is this.
Good luck, guys. After that.
Hello, Taskmaster!
Hello.
Taskmaster.
Welcome, nice to see you.
Wow, what a rush. We are products
of conception.
Rosalind's a nightmare.
Rosalind was a newsagent, but you won't eat meat.
Unless it's chicken.
They're good too. This is amazing, I gotta say.
Geriatric Alley. For a woman of her age, plays quite well, but not in front of people.
This is like a kindergarten concert with the honesty and the errors.
It's a fucking nightmare. She's just like that, but not in front of people.
Holy mother of God. That was a cross between like a kindergarten concert and a Christopher Guest movie.
That is one of the bravest lines in rock history. Rosalind is a fucking nightmare. Where's Rosalind here?
Rosalind.
No way. What a good sport. And they put her in the back. Put that woman in the front row. What the fuck?
I'm going to give 3 points to Nish and Mark, and I'm going to give 2 points to the other.
I wouldn't have judged Greg either way on that one because that's an impossible task.
We'll head to the stage for the final task of the series.
Oh, God. That should have been the final task. We don't even need anything else. Like, that, just end on that. I mean, I shouldn't speak because I don't know what's coming, but, like, I would say end on that.
The final task of the series.
Throw your egg through the hoop and catch it as many times as possible. You may not touch the net or post. Most successful hoop catch combo wins 100 seconds and 1 egg.
Oh, of course, yeah. And I'm assuming raw.
Okay.
The music's good. It's appropriate. Nothing like the music we just heard, but I'm just saying for background music, very appropriate. I think I've seen more of Mark's underwear in this season than I've ever seen anyone's the whole show.
There we go.
Oh, that was good. That's a fun one. That's just a fun task.
We know the winner of this task was Mr. Bob Mortimer.
Yeah, so that should put him over probably. I don't know though. We'll see. But yeah.
Final scoreboard looks like this.
Is it Mark? Oh, it's Sally. Sally. Oh, good job. All right. Wow.
Sally, let's hear it one more time for Sally.
Good job, Sally. All those balloons. Okay, those look a lot. That's better in person than it was in the photo. All those balloons. Yeah, that's a lot. But that toilet still, and the bathtub, and the sink.
The final series scores.
Nish got triple figures. Nish got 107 points.
He's so happy.
The rest did much better. And we have Aisling Bea on 126. Sally Phillips and Mark Watson 130 points.
Oh, wow. Good for them. And so Bob. Okay. Yeah. But they all did so good. Look at that. And old Nish getting in there with triple digits. I'm proud of him. Bob, I gotta say, good job, brother. Looking like a hobbit next to Greg. I mean, I know we talk about how tall Greg is all the time, but damn, I just kind of forget till I see them side by side usually, you know? My God. This episode had it all. That was absolutely 100% incredible. I cannot think of an appropriate word, okay, to convey the last task alone. I mean, let's just start there and work. Not talking about the final task. I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the music. I'm talking about the concert. I'm talking about the amazing display that we saw between two incredible groups and legit songs that I would listen to in the car, not even just for this show. I honestly, we were watching this, like I was saying in the intro, live over on Patreon. After it was over, we went back and rewatched the songs again, just because, you know, why not? They're just pure perfection. I mean, this group, you know, I also said in the intro I was going to talk about each person a little bit, kind of how I do in the beginning. But how I feel about them after seeing a full season versus when I'm just being introduced. And I do want to do that in a second. But yeah, that music task was just something else. That was, at this point, I would say, peak Taskmaster so far. And it was a combination. It wasn't even just the concept of the task itself. That was also really creative. But it was just how it all came together. And I feel like is one of those defining moments of the entire show so far. Again, firing on all pistons, amazing. It's going to be hard to top that, let's just say. And it was almost like I wish that had been, as I was saying in the reaction, the final task. Because, you know, the egg and the basketball hoop was creative as well. But, I mean, how are you going to follow that concert, right? So, yeah, so good. But even starting off with a prize task, thought that was amazing. I thought that was just so inventive, you know. It's just Alex Horne doing his thing like usual. And then we had the graph was so good, you know, and I knew when Alex said it was going to be a graphic task, you know, we knew it was coming. And even just the coconut, you know, getting the coconut from point A to point B and seeing how the show is evolving in the sense that you cannot take a car, you know, like they, and that's probably a lot of it also because the production, you know, it's a lot more of a production literally to go out and about into the streets and get permits, I'm sure, and all that kind of stuff. So you see where the show is kind of learning kind of how they started putting time limits on things, whereas I feel like in the beginning it wasn't really like much of a time limit on certain tasks. You just took all the time you needed, but now it's like you have 100 seconds, you have 10 minutes, you have 2 hours, whatever it is. So yeah, absolutely no complaints. As far as the personalities and speaking to them, Bob and Sally were the two I knew going into it. Love them going into it. Love them even more coming out of it. I enjoy getting to see more of Sally, though, and her personality. And where I'm coming from with that in sort of contrast or comparing her to Bob is because I don't know much about him either from seeing other things, but in the things that I've seen, he's talked a lot about his life. So specifically Would I Lie to You, Graham Norton. So I kind of had more of a feel for who he was, and this just sort of, you know, cemented that. But with Sally, I had only seen her in acting roles, so I didn't really know much about her. And I hadn't seen her personality and her in the moment and the way that she would approach things, and whether she'd be witty or whether she'd fall on her ass. And I think we know which way it went. So that was a lot of fun to get to know her better. But those two I knew coming into it, and I still love them, obviously, coming out of it. Aisling had never even heard of. You guys saw with her and Nish both didn't even know how to say their names properly when I first, you know, came across them. But she, I mean, beauty, brains, smarts, you know, well, brains and smarts, there you go. Smarter than me, clearly. But just total package is what I'm trying to say. You know, she's both like dirty with her humor, and at the same time she's delightful. It's just she's just such a great total package as far as that goes. And then as far as Nish goes, could not be a happier guy. You know what I mean? Just so thrilled to be here. You can't get him down. He is always ready for whatever you're going to throw at him. I really love the perennial underdog. You know what I mean? Never could break through. Finally got his 3 digits at the end. Good for that, you know. But he's just so lovable. And then Mark is the one where coming into it, I had never heard of him either. Learned a lot from you guys about his relationship to Alex and all of that. But he's one where very quiet, you know, kind of still waters running deep in the beginning. And by the end, I look at him like a brother, you know, like he's just that kind of guy where like you'd love to have a conversation with him because he's going to be wicked smart. But he's also very funny and very affable. So again, whoever does the casting just nailed it. once again in this season. It was just so good. And then of course Greg and Alex, seeing more of Alex in this season, probably literally, that I've seen all the way up to the very end of him. I mean, what do you say? I feel like I'm kind of on the back foot right now because I'm just sort of in awe of what I've just witnessed. And, you know, this is when the sadness starts, that the season's over and I'll never see these people in this group again, you know. But that also paves the way for a new season. I know so many of you are looking forward to season 7. I cannot wait for that. But I've also heard several of you say season 6 is really good. I don't know anyone in it as usual. Don't know what's to come, but I cannot wait to dive into that season with you guys. And I hope you will join me on that journey. I've certainly appreciated you watching these with me. All those things I mentioned earlier, if you don't mind, if you feel so inclined, the subscribes, the likes, all those are free to you. They really help me out more than you can imagine. But more than anything, I appreciate your time. I'm so glad we got to spend some together today. I hope you have a great rest of the day / night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next season. Bye.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no, I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble.